Hey there, I'm just going to do a video teaching you how to jailbreak your iPod Touch 2.0 and higher, and how to add cracked apps onto it. So I'll just show you that I'm on 2.0.2, but this can also work on 2.1. So can't really see it, but it says 2.0.2, and I've got cracked games as well as installer and Cydia. So the first thing you need to do is go into iTunes, and you have to restore your iPod. This is gonna delete all your stuff, so make sure you have it all backed up. But first, before you do that, you need to download the restore files that I'll provide in the description for whatever your firmware you want, and you just press Shift Restore, and then you go down and you choose your firmware. I don't have it on here, but you just choose the one that I gave you. Then you restore it. Then after you've restored it, you have to jailbreak it. So what you do is you download WinPwn, whatever you want to call it, and I'll provide the link in the description. Okay, I've got the WinPwn GUI open here. This is the old version, 1.2 I think it is. If you have, if you want to jailbreak 2.1 firmware, then you have to have a new version, which is I think 2.1. So since we have an iPod Touch, you select iPod Touch, and then it's going to ask for you to put in your firmware, and you browse and you look for your firmware that you restored from, and then you just add that on there, and then it will, let me just find the file. Here, this is 2.0.2. Then you go next. You choose whether you want Cydia and installer. You can have both. And if you want to replace the Apple logo with the pineapple. I don't really want the pineapple. Okay. Then it will open up this command window, and it looks for your iPod. Okay. Since I've already jailbroken, I'm not going to actually do this. I'll just tell you what to do. But it gives you instructions. Okay, first you need to turn off your iPod. Okay, I'll just close this window so what you do is you, hold on. Yeah, so this is what you do. You turn off your iPod. You just follow the instructions on there, and it will tell you what to do. But you have to turn it off first, and then you have to hold down the power buttons and the home buttons for a certain amount of time. It counts it down, then it hacks, and then once it's done, the pineapple logo will appear instead of the apple, and then when it's done, then you just let go of whatever you're pressing, and then that means it's jailbroken. So now we've done the jailbreaking guide. Now I'm going to teach you how to put cracked applications on it. Okay, so after you've jailbroken, you go into Cydia, you get all this stuff set up, download the updates and stuff like that. Then you go in sections, or search, if you want to just search for it. And then you download OpenSSH. So you just search for OpenSSH. Download it. And then go to your settings. General. No, sorry. Wi-Fi. You look at what connection you're connected to. Then you press the blue arrow, and then where my finger's covering, it will say IP address. That's what you use for SSH. That will be your host name, so you just copy that down, whatever number it is, and then here you type it in, and then you write the username is root and the password is alpine. Okay, and then you just press login. Okay, sorry, I just got winscp open again. I typed in the wrong host name, that's why. Set your username, the default is root and the password is alpine. You log in. Hopefully it works this time. Okay, while I'm waiting, I'll just get the other things ready. Okay, try reconnecting. There, now it's working. Just press yes if it asks to give a host key. Okay, here we are. You go main root. Then you go down to System, Library, Private Frameworks. You go down to Mobile Installation Framework. And I've got mobileinstallation.bak, that's the backup file, the original one, and then there's the cracked one that I added, and that lets you use the cracked apps. So when you're done that, just close this. Okay. Then you open up iTunes. Oh yeah, one key thing that I forgot to mention is that you have to go into private, var, mobile, then applications, that folder inside your iPod when SSHing, and then you set it to 777. And then you also create a folder in there called Documents and set it 777 so that it works. Oh, you also make a folder called Documents, capital D, in mobile as well. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, you go into iTunes. Make sure you have an Apple account. Just sign up for one if you don't have one. Then go to your iTunes store. Go to the App Store. And you download any application. It can be free, it can be paid, doesn't matter. Just download any application. You download it, then you put it on your iPod. You sync it. Make sure when you go to your iPod menu, you go to Applications. Make sure Sync Applications is checked, otherwise it won't download them when you connect it. So if it's not downloading automatically, then you reconnect your iPod and it will download it onto there. So after you've downloaded one free application, you go to a website providing the link and you download the IPA files, which are just cracked computer files, cracked game files, and then you just open them in iTunes. Okay, these are what they look like. The game.ipa, and it's got the iTunes logo right there. But yeah, you just open it in iTunes, and it will add it to your applications list. Then once it's done that, you just resync your iPod, and it will be on there, and hopefully it will work. So that's how you do it. And some of the games you can get pretty good are like Asphalt, a racing game. There's Star Wars, there's Spore, Crash Bandicoot, D-Blob, Soccer, all kinds of stuff. And also you can get jailbroken apps from Installer and Cydia. So, and those are pretty cool. Like jokes, there's like a bunch of Chuck Norris jokes. So that's pretty much it. Email me if you have any questions.